Okay, so I recently saw a video that kind of got me thinking. It was Jason Lee and Candace Owens, and he was expressing that in today's world, the transsexual thing is very popular, and he was asking her opinion on it. And she was like, "Well, if a man who can be born biologically a male at birth decides one day to want to identify as a female and do the hair, the makeup, like the whole nine, because it's a mental shift, is what she was saying, then we have to kind of give the same grace. What's the difference between the Rachel Disham woman, who was a white woman, but she was like, she wanted to identify as a black woman, even though she had no DNA or no biological anything of being a black woman. She was just like, I mentally and strongly feel aligned with being a black woman, so I want to identify as a black woman. But not saying that I agree with either side, but it really got me thinking about how detrimental this could be in the future and how tricky it could be, because those lines could easily get crossed. And I was thinking, like, well, where do we draw the line when it comes to stuff like this? Like, where do we actually draw the line? And then I started to think about religion, race, and then I started to go back because I was like, well, wait, there's this saying, and I'm not sure how true it is. There's this saying that, like, the Jews of today aren't the real Jews. So I was like, what if back in the day, the Jews were like, the non-Jews at the time were like, even though I'm not Jewish or I'm not like a real Jew, like I strongly identify with that. So now I'm gonna just wake up and call myself one of them, even though they're not really one of them, if that makes any sense. I started to think about stuff like that, and like how these same tactics get played out over and over again, and history always repeats itself just in different formats. But I don't know. I think these are things to think about, because in the future, I feel like the lines could get blurred really quick.